Hello everyone. Today we are gonna check out in Zazzle store, Zazzle marketplace. How do we make a research? Let's go to suppose that you have a new project or you are planning to open a new store on Zazzle. So there is a question where do I should start? No, so there is two ways, or there is 2 points of departure that you can take. The first one is, for example, you already have a topic or a niche in mind, and then you need to validate it. I mean, you need to see if actually, in at least in SaaS platform, is this type of product of this type of niche actually is selling, no? Or if actually you already decide a niche and you don't care about if it's Sassle is selling this type of product or this type of topic, then you have to be prepared because you need to work a lot in your own marketing, or maybe you already have it and you already have like a customer base that actually normally buy your products or your things. So in that case, this is something that actually is not needed because you already validate the market. You already know that the people actually need and likes to buy these kind of things. But if you are not sure, I mean, if you are just brand new, you don't have any social media or you haven't made any marketing plan, I mean, like if you are planning to do this in a way that is passive, I mean, you need to make use of the Sassle marketplace to make this work for you. I mean, someone is going to do this marketing or promotion activities for you. And if it's not you, I mean, if you are not going to do it actively through a social media or a marketing plan or to hire someone to do it for you, then you need to be sure that actually that product and that kind of niche are working very well on Safle and that they are actually promoting them. Then there is another way in which you actually don't have any kind of idea on what you want to do, and you are just going to the marketplace to see if you resonate or if there is something that you actually would like to work with. So if it's the first case, I would just say go to the Zazzle Marketplace, US Zazzle Marketplace, and then just do what I am doing right now. You just click here in the search bar, and then you are gonna see the products that actually are popular or that the people actually search more on this time. So we have like in accessories, we have t-shirts, and always think on the category in general and the product. So for example, this one is t-shirt. So I will say it's apparel accessories. This one is an ornament, so it's actually something like home decor, right? And then we have here the pickleball. So this is something a kind of sport, hobbies, games, that kind of topics. And then we have here a mug, which actually enters in, yes, home decor. It could be like for kitchen more specifically. And then if we see the DM that actually have it, because actually the design by itself has a DM, then you also need down there. Then we have here holiday card. So this is obviously a holiday card that is more like for Christmas. And then we have wrapping paper. And if we see all these options, I think we can think about something that is actually quite logic because yes, in Christmas people like to buy t-shirts and actually kind of matching t-shirts. They like to buy ornaments for the Christmas tree. They like to give gifts to the people that actually things that they can use to play. I mean, family games or sports or things like that. Things that they can use daily or in daily basis, not only by the use by itself, but also with a design that have a particular meaning. And then we have also holiday cards that is also something like is quite traditional. We always send holiday cards to our families, to our friends that actually are near or far, or when we want to make an announcement or something like that. And then we have the wrapping paper that is also something quite common on Christmas. No, there is people there, or there are cultures in where the wrapping paper is as important as the gift and give a touch of originality and special and and yeah, give a particular touch to it. So this is one, no? And then we can go one by one to check these maker creators or rivals, for example, brands and stuff like that, to see what are the tendencies of the kind of things that the people actually buy on this time of the year. That's another thing that you have to take in consideration. In what moment you are checking out the Zazzle marketplace, because we have seasons, and for example, Christmas season is Christmas season, right? I mean, maybe it will start like October, like November, December, maybe until January because of the new year, but that's the time. So maybe if you check out this platform in January, in February, maybe March, you are going to see another kind of product with another type of themes. And you have to take this in consideration. What kind of store you want to create? A seasonal store or something that the people call more like evergreen, which is something that the people actually buy during the whole year, not only in a particular season. So let's go again in this side now. So for example, maybe they are not going to buy like a Mickey Mouse with a Christmas hat, for example, during the whole year. But maybe they are going to buy different issues of Mickey Mouse, maybe in another kind of situations, not necessarily like a Christmas theme, right? Maybe ornaments, maybe yes, is more particular for Christmas because it's for decorate trees. Maybe the people will buy another kind of ornaments during, maybe, I don't know, like photo plaques, for example, portraits, family portraits, or something like that. Let's go to say. And then pickable, I think this pickable is not only something that works on Christmas, and actually this theme is not a Christmas particular theme. So I think these pickables, maybe you can sell them for the whole year. No, then we have the mugs. These mugs in particular is not have a particular theme like a Christmas theme, and probably is a theme that you can use during the whole year for a particular reason according with this niche. And then holiday cards. Yes, holiday cards sell during the whole year for different reasons. But probably if you have a Christmas card, I mean, if you have a holiday card with a Christmas theme, maybe you're gonna sell it only for Christmas season, right? So maybe you need to have different kind of holiday cards for different reasons, right? And then wrapping paper, I will say that this wrapping paper is not exclusive for Christmas. I will say that we can sell it for the whole year, no? Mm, so go to check out no this kind of thing. So first think about the product according with the season, the design according with the season. If you want to create a store that is a seasonal store, or if you want to create a store that is evergreen store, right? And then we go in the general page. And then I think I don't know if you know, no, but Zazzle is quite famous for this since here, which are invitations in general. So yes, they're here, they are presenting you like a suite, like a kind of elements of a collection that actually serve you as an example of what kind of things you can sell on bulk here at Zazzle. What I mean is that probably this person are going to celebrate, just as I say, celebrate your year, like New Year, okay? So they have like the invitation, they have here the napkins, they have here the label set for the wine bottle or the champagne, and then you have the paper cups, and also they have the plate. So they are giving you like the idea, no, that hey, you can create an invitation, but also you can add to the collection another four items, which are the plate, the paper cup, the napkin, and the label set, for example. So it doesn't mean that I am telling you to make a collections around New Year. Actually, you can do collections around other seasons of the year. But this is just a suggestion, no? An example that you can take. And maybe you can apply this for another kind of celebration, right? So this what we are doing here is like to have an idea of what kind of things we need to create on our store, like to have a general. And this is quite general because actually I don't know what is your tendency, because as I just started telling at the beginning, I don't know if you already have a particular niche in mind. I don't know if you want to create a particular season or theme season store, or like that's why many people say that to coach or like to give an advice to someone about their store, you cannot make like it's quite difficult to make a generalization, about what is the best thing to do in the case of your store. And that's the reason, right? So here we have another important section, which are a kind of categories or themes or things that actually the people are topics that the people are searching here on the marketplace. So what I suggest you to check out the Zazzle main page often. So by the time you are going to train and you are going to understand what kind of things are common in Zazzle, what kind of things are the main topics, and what kind of things do the people search, not only in terms of product types, uses, but also in terms of colors, designs, tendencies, the kind of themes, and so on. So, for example, here we know now that there is a topic that is quite famous because actually that's why it's the first one is the weddings. And then we have baby showers, we have birthdays, gifts, Christmas, and top deals. So I have another video that I create related to this. Other videos that I create also around what is Zazzle Marketplace. I really suggest you to have a look so you can understand better because I think it's the basic to get in the right path to think what kind of strategy or what kind of things you should do when you are setting up your first store on Zazzle. So then we have here birthday, we have gifts in general, we have Christmas because obviously this is the Christmas season. I am recording this video on December 2025. And then when I'm not sure when I am going to post it, but I just feel today like to do it so I am going to do it. And then when I have time, I will edit it and it will go into live to live to go outside. You will find it in the platform, in the YouTube. So we have here the top deals. Okay, so the top deals are the promotions, and then right now we are looking at this with the mind that we are choosing or we are creating a store. But for example, you can also look at this if you are creating a marketing campaign if you are thinking about to make marketing to your store or to other person's store. So, but this is another thing. But just for you to be mindful that there is different ways in which you can analyze all these kind of things. So right now we are just focusing in the case that we want to create a store. So these are the main topics that we have here. And again, we hear here all these are paper products like holiday cards, that are a return address label. So this gives you like a kind of insight that or recommendation or a kind of things that probably Zazzle things that is the most common or frequently thing that people buy on their marketplace or that is quite popular. It gives you also an idea of the kind of design, the kind of colors, the kind of style, everything, right? The kind of use. Yeah. So we go down in top gift idea. So for example, here we see gifts, no? And of course, because of the season, we have this kind of gifts. And then this image gives you of a cat gives you an idea of what kind of use or for what do the people buy these kind of things. Just an example, because obviously there is more than one type of reason why the people buy this kind of product. That's an example. And then here they also bring you again the popular products, and again they bring you again the mugs. You may think, wow, but mugs are so common, but actually they put it in the main page. I mean, they put it here, and then again they bring them here, as well as the paper products. They put it here, they put it here. So that's all. And then we have again apparel, the first one we have t-shirt, but in this case it says t-shirt, but it looks more like a sweater. Okay, sometimes there's something that I recommend you, like I'm not sure that this is a sweater or actually a t-shirt, but try to try to use mockups that actually are according with the product that the people are buying. Because what happens if the people buy a product and actually they think they are going to get a sweater, and actually they are getting is long sleeve t-shirt, like that could be not so good for the people. Let's continue. And then we have again ornaments, right? And then we see ornaments here also, you remember? So, and then we have pillows, and then we have, and not only see of the image, also see of the content, the text. Gifts under 50, photo gifts, gifts for him, gifts for her, and then just keep continue. Holiday shop, and this is more about gift. Again, we come back with mugs, we come back with wrapping paper, we come back with t-shirts, we come back with Rapid Flask. Okay, we come back with this one. This one is new, water bottle. I mean, it's new with the things that we are checking out. And then we come again with pillows. So pillows appears here. T-shirts again appears here. So that gives you an idea of what kind of things are popular and what kind of things the people is buying. Again, a paper product, photopop cards, temporary tattoos. This is new on Zazzle. So this is about new products release that we are having here. So have a look at these brochures, iPhone cases, leather pressed cards. Mm. So we have this also new. Always is good for you to try to get inside of this with the things that you already know are working or the people normally buy on this platform. Yes, and yes. Sometimes it depends on the niche you are working in. Bueno, again, we have top hosting event trends, we have Beats for boyfriend, and then we have official listless stores. I normally check out this if I want to check out, like, in general, the style of the type of design of the lettering, because they already made the work to check out what the people want inside of the customization area. So you can have an idea. Look at this. These are matching t-shirts. Look again, we have holiday card, we have the wrapping paper, again appears the mugs, again we have the ornaments, so that's something for you to consider. This season is a particular season, okay, and there are many things that are going to change on this main page during the time of month by month. But this is just an example. So let's go to think about that. For example, you don't want to check in general. Like, I mean, now you have an idea, no? And then you can think about this. Oh, I want to make weddings. I want to make baby showers. I want to make birthday, maybe gift, maybe Christmas, maybe top deals, right? So that's something. So let's go to say that, I don't know, you decide that you want to go with weddings, okay? Which is something that the people buy a lot here, is quite competitive, but it's not impossible, right? Wedding. And the first thing that you will have here is wedding invitations, stationery, enclosure cards, thank you cards, napkins, save the dates, RSVP cards, and signs. So you have here an idea. For example, if you create a collection in weddings, I will say just create invitations, some extra stationery with the that goes with the invitation, enclosure card, thank you cards, napkins, save the days, all the things that appear here, and they should, or you should gather all them in one collection. Why? Because probably these are the most popular products on this kind of category or deal. Okay, so now let's go to say that, okay, you know, you want to start with a price point in particular. Because, for example, the price point for the invitations are, this is another, I think maybe this is another topic for another video, no? Because if we start to mix the things, maybe it's quite too much information. And I mean, like, to keep it organized and do the things in an organized way. So, okay, so you are going to do weddings. You have an idea, a general idea of what kind of things should you add to the collection, right? And now maybe you are thinking about, okay, you know what? I don't have any idea what kind of things can I do on for a wedding. I don't know, collection in general, because they have to match, right? If you make an invitation, the invitation have to match with the other elements of the stationery, and also it should match with the elements of the party, like, for example, the napkins, the sign, and so on. So let's go just to weddings, okay? Let's go to see what do we find there. I always recommend you to work And actually, I think the most of the people always recommend to work with this. Until now, for myself, it worked. And I see that other people actually recommend the same thing, like to work with distance. So if you are going to enter in the wedding niche, then you should think wedding niche related with home living, with craft and party supplies, with invitation stationery, and maybe something general like this. And then you should think about these categories: elegant, classic, black and white, rustic, calligraphy script, minimalist, thank you, and so on, right? So let's go to say that, I don't know, I would say go with the top and top, no? So I will say, okay, go with this. Let's go to check what is this and go with this elegant. The first, that's all. So I open here, I open, no, and then it opens like the general, and it appears a new one, like gift. And decor, party supplies, invitation stationery. So let's go more, one more choose. I would choose this one, decor and party supplies, because it's the same image that I was following, right? Like the wedding sign. And then I go here, party shower supplies, favors, packagings, and wedding decor. I go more deep and I go with wedding signs. And then again wedding signs. And then I go with poster or sitting with posters and prints. And then I stay there. So all these keywords are things that you have to take in consideration. I mean, all the keywords that I went clicking and clicking by clicking one by one is something that you have to consider until we arrive here. And these have this quantity of result, which is quite competitive. So now what we need to see is how do we niche down. So I choose this product because of the price. So now, so now we already arrived to this point, right? Which is I go down, 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 and then I arrive to this category of poster and prints, right? For weddings. So now your work is to check out, like to make a kind of classification of the styles that you see. I recommend you to check out just the first. This category have actually a lot. Actually, you can check the wall page and see if there is something that is more popular than other, what kind of style would you like to work with, or what kind of things can you mix up, or how do you can improve any of these kind of products that already are in the marketplace, and then from there to start. And then let's go to checkout. I don't know if you remember that I opened also this one, elegant. So let's go to check here, wedding elegance here, and then we have more classifications. I go deep, deep, and deep. So I'm gonna click the first one, classic here. And then I will go again, black and white, the same. And then I will go more deep, calligraphy and script. And then I will go even more deep for hair. And then I will go even more deep, simple. And then I will go even more deep, minimalist. And then I will go even more deep, couple. Okay, so now that I do all this journey, I only have 24 results for all these products who are inside of categories inside the marketplace. What I will tell you is that what you need to do is to check out all these keywords. These keywords are going to be helpful for you to create these kind of products or to rank, right? Bueno, this is another thing also like to see. It's not so easy as I'm just telling you, but this gives you like a quite actually useful keywords that you can use if they go with the product that you are creating. Right. So, well, that's all for today. What I want to give you is a way in which you can have an idea of what kind of products, what kind of product categories, what kind of designs, how to make a general overview in the things that you want to do if you are planning to open a store in Zazzle. I hope this video is helpful for you. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you take some insights and understand a few things. If you have any question, any comment, if there is something that you would like me to talk about in any of my videos, please let me know in the comment section below. Hope to see you or hope to have you in my next video. I prepare some classes for people who are just starting their store. This is for people who actually are quite new. I teach them in general how to make the starting setup of all the store step by step. I give you ideas, I give you simple ways to do so. This is for people who actually are just a beginner and they actually don't have any idea on how to do so, and they want to a simple and fast way to start. So I think that's a goal for this course that I create. So if you are interested, you can see the links to the course in the description section below. And that's all for today. Hope to have you in my next video. Bye bye.